What's up, my Chickadee family? Once again, this is me coming with another video. Today I'm going to be talking about deja vu and time travel. Now, I might not get through the whole video, so it might be a part 2, so I'm just letting you guys know now. Anyway, let's get into the story. Okay, first of all, deja vu. That is something like a feeling that you've been here for, or you did this thing before, and you know in the back of your mind you hadn't. So I mean, it might be better way to explain deja vu, but that's kind of my basic explanation of it anyway. Explaining to you that it's something that you feel that you did before, but you know you hadn't done it, or seen, or whatever it is. And yeah, that's about the definition I got right now. And anyway, scientists, they can't find or know exactly what deja vu is. But remember, you guys heard it from me and from here for the first time. Deja vu is when your future you comes back to your past you to try to change something that your future you don't like. You understand that? Anyway, the future, let's just say the present is right now, and you experiencing something like, for instance, like I'm filming this video and like, did I do this before? Seems like I did this before, but and you just brush it off. But right at this time that I'm feeling this situation, my future me had came back to this body to try to make me do something to change my future. Because we all know you can't change the past, but you can change your future. And that's what deja vu is, when your future you come back to your past or present you to try to get you to change things. And the reason I know that, because I have experienced that myself from my future me. And at both times, your present you can feel your future you, and your future you can feel your present you. Or at the time you had that deja vu, you can experience, because you're, like I say, you can. No, I don't think I'll mention that. But anyway, if you go through time travel, your body can't go anywhere it hadn't been before. And it can only exist with that body, because that's the body God gave you. And your soul will have to be with that body until it's time for you to move on to the next world. So when your future you comes back to the past you, it can only come back to that body, and at that time you experience deja vu. That's why many younger people experience deja vu than older people, because after you reach a certain age, you're supposed to grow up and know what you're going to do and how you're going to handle this and handle that. But when you're young and whatnot, you don't really know how you're going to handle certain things. So you can do the wrong thing and go down the wrong path. But like I say, your future you try to change your life at that particular time when you had deja vu. And like I say, you can't change the past, but you can change the future. But your future you trying to get you to change at that moment or the time when you're experiencing something, that deja vu feeling, and they're trying to get you to do something, and you just brush it off because you don't know what you're supposed to do. But I don't know how true this is, but I'm thinking, if you ever have deja vu and you're doing something, try to figure out what it is that you're trying to do so you can change it, so your future you can have a better life. You understand what I'm saying? If your future you comes back Uh, let's just say if you're experiencing deja vu and it's something that you're doing, take a look around and see what you're trying that you don't want to do but thinking about doing it. Whether it would make a change in your life or whatever the situation is, because that's what deja vu is. Your future trying to change you at that moment so that you can change to have a better future. I think I'll explain that. I probably still got some of you confused, but it's all about time travel, and I'm trying to get all this into one video, but I'm trying to explain deja vu to you guys before I move on. So anyway, if you understand what deja vu is, it's your future you coming back to your present you to get you to change something. Now, with that understood, I'm going to go on to the next part. Like I said, it might be a part 2, but I'm going to try to get all this in one video. And back in high school, it was a few girls that I wanted to talk to, but I was so shy that I couldn't get up the courage to talk to any of them. And after graduation, it was this girl that was in my class, and she used to come down from the college on the way to her aunt's house. So I would see her in the window, and I would go out on the porch to try to talk to her, but never got the courage to say anything. I just wave my hand, and she'd speak and going down the road and whatnot. So one day I got the broom, like, I was sweeping off the porch, because you can't see. Our porch was covered with a screen and whatnot, and then on half of the screen there was some crawling vines that blocked the view from the door, so I could have come out on the porch and whatnot, and nobody could see me coming out on the porch. So at this particular time, I saw her coming down the road. So I went out and tried to let her know that I was interested in her, and got on the porch. She came by, and and she spoke and went on down the road. And this particular time, I said, did I do this before? I feel like I did this before. I'm like, I don't know. But anyway, I just brushed it off and pretend like I was sweeping off the steps and went on back in the house. And then my godson, play son, or whatever you call him, son. Anyway, he's not my biological son. But, we been like father and son and whatnot. So he started telling me something about a third eye and chi and all this kind of stuff. So he was kind of interested in it, and I wanted to support him with it. So I kind of did some research on the thing and whatnot, and find out more about it. And I found out how to do the time travel thing through the third eye that he was telling me about. He said you can travel with the third eye through different times of space or whatever. So I'm that sounds interesting. So I went and did that, and I found out how to do it. And I'm not going to tell you how to do it because someone told me that was witchcraft. So I'm not into witchcraft. I'm a godly man, so I'm not going to tell you guys how I did it or whatever. But anyway, I did several travels, and the first time that I did it, it was like a little peephole, and you can see through the peephole, and through the peephole was a playground. So eventually the little peephole started getting bigger and bigger, and it was big enough for me to stick my head through or even walk through. But at that time, I just came out of it and came back to my body. And I saw I'm gonna just call him my son, because he's not my biological son, but we like father and son, so I'm just gonna say son from now on. So me and my son, we got together, and he said, talking about the third eye and all that kind of thing. And I told him, hey man, I know how to do it. He said, for real? And I said, yeah. I said, all you got to do. And I told him how to do it and whatnot. So later that night, he went and tried it, and he came back the next day and said, I did that thing, and you know what? It was like a keyhole. You see the keyhole, and you look through the keyhole, and you see a playground. And I'm like, yeah, they're the same thing, but I call it a peephole. He said, yeah, it was like a keyhole. And from then I know that he did it too. So Anyway, after that, I went and traveled through different times. I'm gonna tell you about this time when I was sweeping the porch off, and the girl that was coming by. I'm gonna tell you about this one. So anyway, being that this is the future now, so I said I'm gonna go back in time and see can I change that. So this guy who's my son, not my biological son, but the one I'm talking to, was told me about this chi and third eye thing. I was like, I'm gonna go back to this time so he could be my son instead of my play son or godson or whatever you want to call him. So I went back to that time, and when I went to that time, I was in the body of the person sweeping off the porch. And that's why I said before, deja vu was your future coming back to your past you. So I'm sweeping off the porch, and I got in this person. I was like, go touch her. That's the only way that you can get her attention, because you didn't did this before. Go touch her on the shoulder. Go, 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 go. So then I don't know if you call her preview, premonition or a preview or whatever the thing it was. I got myself to walk off the steps and went to her like this is her shoulder, and my hand went to touch on the shoulder like this here for the turn around, but it went like this, and I would draw it back to my body, and I opened my eyes and whatnot. I was dying. So I went back through the trance again, through the motion or whatnot, to go back to that particular time, and I got there again. This her shoulder again. My hand reached out to touch her, and I would draw it back again. And I did that for 3 times. The third time I did it, and I came back to my mind, like, darn, what's going on? And that's when the Lord told me, you can't change the past. You can only change the future. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I kind of left that alone. So anyway, to come back to what I said, I don't know if you can do it or not, but like I say, if you having any kind of deja vu, try to figure out what you wanted to do or not doing, because your future you is not happy with that present that he's in. So he's trying to change your future in order for it to be better for you when you get to that point in your life. So anyway, after that, I wanted to, like science is saying, dinosaurs sound this way and that way. And if you look at zebras, donkeys, and horses, they kind of similar to each other, but they have a different sound. Like the donkey he hauls, the zebra got like some kind of laugh like, and a horse is different from each one of them, but they kind of similar. So I wonder if they got the right sound for a dinosaur. So I'm gonna go back in time and see what the dinosaurs sound like. So I did this thing, went through time, the thing and whatnot, and when I came to the body, I wasn't on the earth. I was in another world. It was like just a water world, I guess, but we was underwater. We live in the water, in other words. And we don't know nothing about the outside, nothing but the inside of the water. And when I came to this body, I was always met a friend, and I know that because of the feeling that I had when I got in this body. And we always meet at this particular place every day. So in this world, we had real big heads, little skinny snake-like bodies, skinny arms, and with the head to this body, it don't even look like you can hold up, but I guess we could have hold up because we're in the water, and the body is just pushing the big head around. And we had real big eyes, go all the way down to our mouth and come back up. Real big eyes, 2 of them. Didn't have no nose, and our mouth was real big like this right here. You can put 2 fists in your mouth. That's how big our mouth was. And we swam around in the water and whatnot. And at one time, I know I went to this thing to find out about what kind of world that was. But when I went back this time, I was laying on this thing. I guess I was dying. Well, I wasn't dying. I was dying. And I died, in other words. So, and when I came to Earth, there was like a curtain thing behind my head, and a spotlight was shining on it. And it was a feeling like, oh, I gotta go out here and speak because they got the spotlight. So I kind of left my body, and then when I left, or died rather, the person that was beside my bed, he gave me a farewell, or she gave me a farewell, whoever it was. It was a farewell like, take your journey, or some farewell thing, but it didn't say farewell, my friend, or something. Like just like a greeting or salutation, telling me to go ahead on with my journey. And so I opened the curtain to go through from the spotlight, and when I went through the spotlight, everything went black. And I was looking around trying to figure out what the darkness is, and then I opened my eyes. It was like this here. And I opened my eyes, and I was in my baby me. And he was crying, or I was crying. And my mama said, "What's wrong? You need your diaper changed?" And I'm like, that sounds good. But then the baby went crying again. So they said, "What's the matter? You want your baba?" So my mama went and got the bottle and at the time, the baby said, "That sounds good." But he didn't really know what my mom was saying or whatever. All he know that it sound good. So at that time, I came out of the body and came back to my present me, which was back in 2008, 2007 or 8. So anyway, like I said, I did plenty of travels and whatnot. So this one particular time, I went through the past, and always have a radio or something, so I know where my body is to get back to it. So I got the radio playing, and I went to a particular time in the past, and when I left that body to come back, I couldn't find my body. I was in total darkness, and I like, oh Lord, I started panicking because I couldn't find my body. Like, oh Lord, they go bury my body, or my body's in a coma and I can't find it. And anyway, it was a scary feeling. So finally, I heard a fan running, because I always slept with the fan on. So I heard a fan running, and with the sound, my body just drifts to whatever sound I'm listening for. I can't swim or walk or fly or whatever, just drawn by that sound. So I heard a fan, and my body drew a little bit, and I was like, hey, maybe that's the fan in my room. So it drew again, and I got back in my body, and when I woke up, I was like, panicking, because I thought I was dead or whatever. Couldn't get back to my body. So I told my son, I said, hey man, I went through this time and I got kind of lost, so you know how to do it too. So if y'all find my body in a coma or something like that, just grab my hand and go through that, the way you go get to the thing to go back to the past or whatever. Just go in there and find me, man, because that's a scary feeling. And then that's when he told me, he said, my aunt said that was a witchcraft. And I'm like, what? He said, yeah, that witchcraft. I said, oh, okay. So I started thinking about it. I said, how can that be witchcraft? And then I really thought about it. I said, okay, I'm not going to do that anymore either then. So that was the last time I did it, but I still know how to do it, but I'm not going to do it anymore. But the point of the story is, deja vu is your future you coming back to the present you to get you to change something. But and that's the story I told you about the girl coming from college, going to her aunt's house, and I saw coming through the window. I mean, I saw her through the window, and I ran out on the porch, tried to talk to her. But through high school, I was the shyest person you can ever meet. Couldn't really get my nerves up to talk to anybody. There was several girls that I wanted to talk to in high school, but now it ain't no problem for me to talk to anybody. Like I say, you grow up after a certain time. But back then, I couldn't get the courage or anything up to let these girls know that I liked them or whatever. But I think I didn't stay on too long, so this would be the end of the video. So Y'all make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and try to get this video up to, I don't know, just try to make it go viral. Because scientists don't know what deja vu is, and I think if you get this video out, then they would know what deja vu is. Okay, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, the story, and whatnot. And remember to, like I said, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And see you next time.